Back, everybody, and all y'all sports fans out there to analyze this edition. And you know, we have two special guests today. We got Mr. Jones, Mr. Blunt. Now, guys, last week Stan Van Gundy, went to the public about their situation with Howard, and we got this soundbite and rap for y'all on Franchise Sports. Check this out.
Look, stuff like that. It happens in the NBA, and when it comes out that one of the highest profile guys in the league has asked for his coach to be fired. It's going to be a story.
Do you believe that Dwight has asked for you to be fired?
Yes, I know he had.
And how do you know it's true?
I was told it was true by people in our management.
All right, so how y'all feel about that soundbite? Y'all feel like he was out of line? Y'all feel like he was right for put him out there? Tell me something. I don't think it was right.
Well, I was always taught you keep everything in house. Mm-hmm. And the only thing you put outside is trash. And Dwight Howard in Orlando ain't trash.
Right.
That's right. When you do something like that, you lose your team. That's not something you're supposed to do. So, by White, Stan Van Gundy should be fired.
So you think Orlando organization was right for telling Stan Van Gundy about the private conversation with Howard, or you think they was wrong for even telling Stan Van Gundy about that?
Man, they were wrong for telling Stan Van Gundy that, because now he's gonna open his mouth to the media. Now you should have told him. You shouldn't have told him if you knew that he could hold water. So that's how I feel about that.
He was out of line.
Bottom line, you keep everything in house. I have no problem with them telling him what Howard said, but at the end of the day, you keep it in house, because once it gets out of house, you let the media speculate. You let them make judgment.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to South Florida. We just went to Central Florida. Now we're going to go to South Florida, where you have the Miami Heat taking on the New York Knicks.
Yes, sir.
This Sunday. That's going to be a big game. How y'all think Carmelo's going to
play? Based off his last performance, I expect him to show up with big numbers.
Well, this time he's going to have LeBron James on him, so it's going to be a little bit different of a defensive matchup than it was the other day.
Well, Miami has been struggling lately. Look at the loss to Memphis, how you score only 72 points in your own building. So, and New York is heating up right now. So, what's to say that New York maybe can go in there and pull off the upset if Miami brings the heat and play like they did against OKC, which they played like a championship contender, then maybe Miami wins.
Well, they playing in New York, so you think that gives them an advantage? Or?
I think it does, because it's been noted that when Melo plays LeBron, they go at each other. And we've seen that in the past when LeBron was in Cleveland and when Melo was in Denver. They go at each other. So this Sunday, it's not going to be anything different, especially with New York trying to make the playoffs.
That's true. Well, let's take a trip across the track. Where Florida State spring game starts on Saturday. What are some of the things that you think that you will see that's different from last year compared to this spring game?
There could be a quarterback battle. That's why I think, because last year we knew E.J. Manuel was the man for sure. But last season, when Manuel got hurt, Clint Trickett came on strong. So we could see a quarterback battle. Let
me ask you this. Do you think Clint Trickett has a legitimate chance to be the starting quarterback for Florida State?
I don't, because E.J. Manuel, he had more starts. He had a higher completion rate. But on the other hand, when Clint Trickett was in the game, they went deeper, more yards per completion. So you don't know what may happen.
That's true. So it's going to be a real big debate on Florida State campus as far as the quarterback situation is concerning. Mm-hmm. But that's all we have for today. That's going to be all our time for Mr. Jones, Mr. Blunt. I'm Spencer Henderson. Y'all have a real nice weekend, and y'all enjoy them Rattlers out there. All right now.